Just so many insects. I got to work with these crickets in these little wooden cages. They were making quite a few escapes actually, which is quite fun. Just loads of embroidery, like so many spiders and owls and bats and...
Hey y'all, it's your Captain for All Things Creative coming at you with another Easter egg type video, but this time focused on Helaena and her hints from episodes 1 through 5 of season 2 and also some of season 1 of House of the Dragon. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. Please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. And if you're returning, thank you so much for rocking with us. Now let's get into Helaena. Now the bulk of my video is going to focus on Helaena Spider that you see her, having been weaving since like season 1. But in terms of the significance of owls, especially, that Easter egg, I guess, was kind of answered in episode 4 of House of the Dragon, where Alice Rivers introduces herself to Damon as, let me try to do her accent, a barn owl in a woman's body, or something like that. I can't do that accent. But basically, I believe that Helaena has, predicted the role of Alice Rivers and her family as a key paramour for Amon, who is the effective head of the Greens during the Dance of the Dragons, since she will, spoiler, allegedly become pregnant with Amon's child and also use her witchcraft and visions in the fires that she conjures up to give Amon the drop on their enemies during the war. So Alice definitely is giving witchy poo vibes. I don't think she ensnared Amon with witchcraft because he has mommy issues, and you should check out my other video on that. So I think he did like having an older and powerful woman in his life. But I do think that our Alice Rivers is definitely a magical being, possibly also a skin changer on top of being a witch, because she made the barn owl comment to kind of be slick at the mouth with Damon, but she probably was low-key telling the truth, since that was a very candid conversation that she had with him, about him not being good with his wife and whatnot, right? So Alice Rivers is probably Helena's owl, right? And the bats, I think, refer to Jaehaerys's untimely death with the blood and cheese incidents, and that was a very traumatic time in her life, really the breaking point for her sanity. And in time of, like Game of Thrones lore, the hours are associated with animals. So the hour of the bat is kind of around, midnight or so. And then you have, the hour of the eel, which would be, after like, I believe 2 a.m. And then the hour of the ghost. And then the hour of the owl and the hour of the wolf. And the wolf is supposed to be the darkest part of the night. And then 5 a.m. is the hour of the nightingale, the morning time until, I guess, the bat. Something like that, right? So I think if, we're thinking about bats and the hour of the bat is like around midnight time, I would put Jaehaerys's death at that hour. Some other Game of Thrones scholar or House of Dragon scholars might differ, but say what you think bats signify in the comments. But I definitely think that Helena's owl would be Alice Rivers. The bat would be, the blood and cheese timing of, Jaehaerys's death. And then when it comes to her spiders, I think the spiders are the symbols of her own family. Closely at Helena's embroidery, her crocheted spider, it's a red spider, and it has 6 legs instead of 8. The high towers are known for their green color, and actually red spider mites apparently are the species of plant feeding mites that are pests. They're sap-sucking mice that can be found on houseplants, greenhouse courts, and green things. So I really think that Helena's family are those kind of red spider mice that's just sapping all the glory out of what was a glorious high tower house. And of course, they're the bloodthirsty ones that are fire war. The original Game of Thrones, Varys was the main person known as the spider. He was the original master of whispers that the fandom came to know and love. And in House of the Dragon, the main references that we get to spiders are numerous. One, Kristen Cole calls Rhaenyra the spider due to his jealousy about her not wanting to come down off her throne and eat oranges with him in the middle of nowhere after their love affair soured. Then Larys and Alicent in season 1 also refer to Mysaria and her network as a bunch of spiders and weavers, but Mysaria is officially known as the White Worm, and Larys is known as the Rat, and maybe even the Three-Eyed Rat, because he might be using the rats and going in and out of them to see, but that's another video. So with Larys, Kristen Cole, and Alicent all, mislabeling people as spiders, it seems like what we have is a case of the pot calling the kettle black, or the true spiders of House of the Dragon projecting fake arachnophobia onto others to deflect from the fact that they are the sneaky, starky, spider weaving the tangled web that has caused this war. Especially given what we know about Varys being the official spider of Game of Thrones fandom, and the way Helaena, makes spiders and her embroidery and how she's like very comfortable around bugs. I think Helaena definitely associates her family and the green side as the spiders of the kingdom, and the spiders are truly symbolic of the green side structure and operations. So I think the fangs of the spider would be like the dragons Vhagar and Sunfire, mainly since spiders have 2 fangs. The current head of the spider organization on the green side is Amon, who has now claimed Viserys' Valyrian dagger in episode 4 after, he burnt up Aegon. And that dagger contains a Song of Ice and Fire prophecy, which is the true mantle of the Targaryen leader established by Aegon the Conqueror. And I think the legs are 6 embroidered for a reason instead of 8, right? So it's a combo of people who orchestrated the usurping. Aegon is the back rung, probably, that was weakened. Otto, who used to be, very prominent, but he got fired by Aegon, right? Alicent is definitely in there. Larys is definitely in there as one of the legs. Kristen Cole himself is probably like the biggest just snake. Probably one of the longest legs on the spider because they're varying lengths. And I think the 6th leg would be Daeron, though we don't see him. And then his dragon Tessarion. But because, he's kind of out there in the show, he's not really seen, But I definitely think that there is an intentional, missing of the 2 legs, either, again, because of Aegon, and also because there are missing and neutral family members, including Helaena herself and Dreamfire, especially after Helaena descends into madness after the Blood and Cheese incident. She's not really, doing any of the operations of her family. And since before Aegon ascended the throne, Kristen Cole used to spread rumors and lies about Rhaenyra. And then after the Blood and Cheese incident, you saw the big propaganda where they started calling Rhaenyra the cruel leader. They call her Rhaenyra Maegor with tits, so it's like they're spreading that major propaganda about her, especially after that. And then like the original Varys and Larys to some extent, the green side's main weapon against the blacks and even one another are the lies, the rumors, and the propaganda, right? So they're always lying about something, defending those lies, and their propaganda machine is going to continue, as you saw in the preview in episode 5, by lying and saying that Aegon slew the traitor dragon Meleys, which is not true. But because it was Vhagar and Amon that slew Meleys. But of course, the propaganda has to keep Aegon strong. And Kristen Cole, you saw spread rumors out Rhaenyra calling her the Whore of Dragonstone, right? But again, the weakening of the spider was prophesied by Helaena from since season 1.
They gave me a pig! They said they found a dragon for me. And offspring is my next tool. You will have a dragon one day. You'll have to close an eye.
So you guys heard it clearly when she told her brother, kind of, even though it looked like she wasn't paying attention, that he don't have to worry about the bullying, because remember they had just gave him that pig, the pink dread, instead of a dragon. And she was like, don't worry about these wicked people in the family. She said the back ring has no legs. And that was referring to Amon, right? Sorry, to Aegon. And then she also told Amon that he would have to lose an eye, right? So we all know that her prophecy came true. Amon lost his eye in the process of fighting with his family and claiming Vhagar. And Aegon definitely doesn't have any legs to stand on, no power, metaphorically, but also after the battle at Rook's Rest, Aegon permanently loses the use of his legs, and he is burnt up and mashed up so bad. You see them carrying him in that box. It is not a coffin because you see it has slats for him to breathe. So I believe that the show will follow the books and that he will be bedridden for like a year plus, with these burns and injuries and broken bones. Sunfire is also unable to fly anymore after this fight with Meleys and Vhagar. So, if the show follows the book, the last rung definitely has no legs no more. And Aegon might be the last surviving son of Alicent. So, Helaena be speaking weirdness, but she's never lying. Amon, the one she comforts, is the head of the spider, the head of the family now. See him standing up on top of the palace with Alicent there. This is all in the season 5 preview. But let's keep an eye on Helaena and see how these spider-like greens spin an even more tangled web to fool the people in the future. Helaena is the only one on the green side that I see it for. Otto Hightower is funny too, and Aegon be funny too. And I do feel a little sorry for him, but he definitely is playing into, all the machinations of his wicked family. So we definitely gotta keep room for the black side if you're like me and you like Rhaenyra and Viserys and what they're trying to do. I definitely want to know if y'all have any other opinions about the bats and the owls and the spiders and any other of Helena's prophecies. And no matter what, remember, you're the master of your fate and the captain of your soul. Bye.